Matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
So here's Miami's starting group. Tyler Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Ware in its center. Johnson against Hero. Lets it go. Johnson can't get it to go.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Rebound by Williams. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. They were raving about an opposing player. In this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the basket by Thomas.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
BB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
Now Wiggins, after Keon Johnson's three-pointer that didn't go. Adebayo with a screen on Williams. Wiggins. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Thomas outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. A three-pointer, Wiggins, and the three ball is good.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. Fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Johnson. Claxton a screen on Adebayo. Again, the Nets for 2.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Ware. Rebound by Williams. Brooklyn leading by 3.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Johnson for 3. That one doesn't go. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wiggins inside the line. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Now here's Thomas. The 3. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with the statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Now Johnson, following the three-point attempt by Bam Adebayo. Let's go. Williams' shot is off. He'd have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And another basket for Miami. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Thomas dishes to Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Johnson against Hero. Wiggins right side. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Williams for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And here are the Heat now, trailing by 4. Hero passes to Ware. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Thomas gets a wide open look. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. And that does it for the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. Let's take a... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Brooklyn.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with Johnson, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA, I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Shots good by Hero.
And there's no hesitation from Hero. When the shot's there for him, he is looking to let it fly.
Outside Williams. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Claxton. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. Outside Thomas. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Wiggins, a screen on Claxton. The tray. Pass to Hero. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Hero's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, really nice delivery from Andrew Wiggins. We know he's a gifted scorer, but that will really smooth out his game.
Sinks the triple. And the Nets lead by 5.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Nets. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Ware, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA. And sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Thomas kicks to Williams. Over Wiggins. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat trail by 6. Wiggins drives in.
Well, Andrew Wiggins, elite quickness, the power finish, that is beautiful.
From deep three-point territory, Thomas, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line. Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Now here's Williams. After Tyler Hero's miss. Here's Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
Now, here's Adebayo. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
Exceptional shooter across the floor. Adebayo has a huge presence with the ball.
Here's Johnson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets out in front, up by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Keon Johnson really making a difference here.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the floor for Miami. Duncan Robinson out there with Mitchell. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the 4-man position.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
A 3-ball. Sinks the 3-pointer. Melton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Jaquez can't hit.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Jovic. Rebound, Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Wilson, pass to Melton. For 3, the rebound by Kevin Love. The Heat trail by 6. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Jovic. There's a screen by Robinson. Miami no good on that time either. 3rd quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Martin wide open. He fires. It's good from long range. Martin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Robinson for 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
It's Martin on the wing. Jaquez with the rebound.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Now, here's Melton. Pass to Watford. A fader. And that one, good. And the Nets lead by 8.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Here's Jovic. Pulls up. And he nails the jumper. Jovic has got 5.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
1:51 left to play here in the third. Melton feeling it out a bit. The shot by Watford, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. 4-point game. Here's Robinson. That's short off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Martin from outside, and it's Miami with the rebound. Jaquez with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 4. Here's Melton. Here's Sharp. Pass to Wilson. Outside Martin. And here's Melton. Shot clock at 5. Drills it from outside. Melton's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And here is Robinson. Here's Jovic. Wilson grabs the board.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now, here's Sharp. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Here's Jovic. Again, the miss by the Heat. Now Johnson. From deep. The offensive rebound. Sharp. That's tipped. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Sharp. Johnson is out there with Thomas. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Williams at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Here's Jovic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Nets leading by 11. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. From deep, Thomas. Love grabs the board. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Mitchell against Johnson. Here's Jovic. There's the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Johnson. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And then Johnson with the jam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Out left to the wing. Takes the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Sharp's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
A step-back shot here. Thomas, no good. The Heat trail by 16. Burks for 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Burks takes no time getting that shot up, ready on the catch.
Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Johnson against Hero. Nobody near Williams. They get it again. Here's Johnson. Pops in the layup for 2.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Claxton. Fader on the way. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat trail by 15. Here's Hero. Plenty of space. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And savvy play by Hero, using the pull-up jumper to catch the defense off guard.
Here's Thomas. Now here's Johnson. Great D that time from Adebayo.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's Wiggins missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And the Nets miss again. Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Confident play we're seeing out of them.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Williams can't get it to go. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Hero. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammate.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. He misses the free throw.
Shooting 2, Keon Johnson.
And he can't hit the second.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the bill with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss.
So off the tip, it's Brooklyn. A look at Indiana's starting group. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Snatched away. Now the Pacers on the move. The finish! Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And just a tremendous ability to finish. No backing down at all from Mathurin.
Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Mathurin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
Making the most of that possession, unwilling to give up on the play.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. I asked him if there was a plan in place to slow down Halliburton. And coach joked, hey, if a plan existed, somebody smarter than me would have come up with it. Tyrese impacts the game in too many ways for us to neutralize. We just need to do what we can to make life difficult for him.
And Allie, thanks. And can't get it to go, now 1 of 2.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Turner, a screen on Claxton. Nembhard. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Johnson. tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Thomas for 3. Sinks it from distance. Thomas has got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Matherin. He's got 6. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. Thomas finds Claxton. 5 on the clock. Pass to Clowney from the arc. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And here's Siakam for 3. The Pacers again can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control.
Less than 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Thomas, right side, lets it go from 14. And he can't bank that one in. Indiana's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Turner, a screen on Johnson. Pass to Turner. Outside for Halliburton. Over Thomas. The Pacers again can't hit. The Nets with the lead. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Indiana on offense. Siakam with a screen on Williams. And Indiana misses again. Well, the Nets shooting around 40% early on here. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Here's Halliburton. No points yet. To stop the drought. And the layup is good.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Johnson for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Johnson's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Nembhard outside. Siakam looking it over. The 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, how about Siakam right there, coming right back and sinking the 3?
Screen by Claxton. Shot is up. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Nembhard. This one for 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Nembhard's got 6.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's the Nets up 3. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. Nembhard and Matherin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the point. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 3-point lead. And Claxton throws it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Looking at lineups around the league, Graham, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Turner, a screen on Thomas. Nembhard, good. Nembhard's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's Johnson. He's got 5. A minute and a half gone in the 2nd quarter. Takes a 3. And the Nets miss again. Pacers trail by 4. For 3, Mathurin. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thomas against Mathurin. Here's Claxton, plenty of space. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, going up and finishing. Tremendous display of athleticism by Siakam.
And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, B.A. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
Here's Thomas for 3. They get it back.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Nembhard outside. Siakam with a screen on Thomas. Nembhard. Off target from 3-point range. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the 2nd. Here's Thomas. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one. Here's Halliburton. He's got 5. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of this game. Turner finds Halliburton. From outside the arc. Clowney pulls it in. Nets leading by 3. Outside Johnson. Pass to Clowney. Now Williams. With the drive. And Williams punches it home.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league. Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Turner passes to Nembhard. Back to Turner. The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range. Turner's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's Thomas on the wing. He's guarded by Nembhard. Screened by Claxton. Pass to Johnson. To the wing, right side. 4 on the clock. Clowney can't get it to go. Indiana trailing here. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Indiana shooting their 2nd free throw attempt on the night.
Well, you look at the toolkit Mathurin has, coupled with his production and his maturity. Well, he's got a chance to dominate in this league.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lets it go from deep. Walker's shot is off. And stolen by McConnell. In transition. Pass to Bryant. The kick out to Walker. It'll count. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Nets leading by 1. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Please direct your attention to the 2nd quarter. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Trendon Watford is out there with Sharp. Then there's DeAnthony Melton, and it's Wilson in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Watford with a screen. To the inside. Shot clock at 6.
Nice pass from Melton. Solid job at getting it to his teammates.
Pacers trail by 3. McConnell passes to Toppin. Bryant a screen on Martin. Kicks it out to Bryant. The shot. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Bryant's gotten his first bucket of the night. The Nets shooting the ball at 48% so far. The shot by Watford, no good. And the Pacers shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Here's Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Melton attacking. Outside Sharp. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Walker with it. Now Sharp defending. Outside Neesmith. Pass to Toppin. Back to Neesmith. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Brooklyn trailing. Now here's Melton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And he's going for the oop here.
The ability to play the one makes Melton valuable. He finds teammates when they're in good position.
McConnell against Melton. Here's the screen by Bryant. And it's McConnell on the drive. Soft touch off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Melton. Driving inside. Pass to Sharp. Here's Watford. Fires in the triple. Watford's got 7. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
McConnell passes to Neesmith. Kicks it out to Bryant. Just 5 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Watford with a screen. Here's Melton. Count it. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
That's too easy for Melton. The defense has to offer more resistance there.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
Outside Sharp, beyond the arc. The Pacers pull it in. Bryant outside. Off target from outside. The Nets have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Wilson passes to Watford, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Martin, the pass to Watford. Jacks up a 3. Martin outside. For 3. And no good. The Pacers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Walker, and the jam by Walker.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Melton misses. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Walker. Pass to McConnell. The 3 is up. Drains the triple. McConnell's got 5 points now this quarter. Nets trail by 3. Martin outside. There's the triple. Walker pulls down the board. What if it goes? No good. Would have counted had it gone. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Thomas Bryant out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's Neesmith. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Walker in at the 3, small forward. Williams from long range. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
McConnell outside. Neesmith on the wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Neesmith's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
So Indiana ends up going with a new group. Johnson against Halliburton. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Now the Pacers on the move. Nembhard, good. And the Pacers lead by 2. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pacers.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. A good look from Mathurin. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Thomas. He's guarded by Nembhard, and he gets the bucket.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
To the left wing. Claxton against Turner. 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Pulls it. Halliburton, no good. The Nets have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Here's Thomas for 3. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
Pass to Clowney. Back to Johnson. Shoots over Halliburton, and right on target. And the Nets lead by 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
3.
This is what the team likes about Mathurin. He's calm and cool when they need him to step up.
Thomas outside. Going inside. Pass to Clowney. The kick out to Williams. Mathurin with a steal. Halliburton with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively. And it's good. 2 points.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Second personal foul. Team seconds.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. It's Thomas on the wing. Back to Johnson. Thomas outside. 5 to shoot. Count it!
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
The 3 ball. Indiana with a rebound. Now Nembhard. Here's Mathurin. Back to Nembhard. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. The 3. That shot off. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 5-point game. Good chance here for Thomas. Again, the Nets score.
Well, it was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
And it's Mathurin missing.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
So we see Brooklyn get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. And a wide open look for Siakam. No good on the 3. Hero with it. Picked up by Turner. 3-pointer. Hero, no good. Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with, those are areas that Tyler can shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
And a wide open look for Mathurin. And the Pacers another 3.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Out to the right wing. Here's Ware. It's rebounded by Indiana. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And so here is Indiana. After Tyler Hero hitting the 3. Halliburton for 3. And it's good off the back rim and in. 7 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Halliburton too good offensively, and that's a nice-looking jumper.
Has to Ware. A 3 ball. The rebound by Turner. Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Siakam for 3. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Adebayo with the ball. Picked up by Turner.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's Nembhard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Heat trail by 7. Adebayo, that's a 2-pointer. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Halliburton against Hero. Siakam for 3. Indiana again missing. For Miami, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. From about 16, and that one's good. Wiggins.
Now, Wiggins is a good mid-range shooter. When he's in a rhythm, faced up like that, they'll take it.
Halliburton outside. Siakam inside the 3-point line. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Tries it from 19. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Good on the triple. Mathurin's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Indiana.
Great at facilitating guys willing to move because Tyrese is a team-first type of player.
Hero finds Adebayo. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Now, here's Siakam. Outside Mathurin. No good from outside. The Heat trail by 6. Here's Ware. Still without a basket. And they pick up 2. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Halliburton inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by Hero. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Heat. Pass to Ware. From deep, Adebayo drains the three-pointer. Adebayo's got 7.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
Alec Burks is out there with Hero. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Shots good by Turner.
And the mid-range jumper is such an important shot for Turner. Rounds out his game and lets him do even more damage inside.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. Top of the key. That one's not going to go. Pacers leading by 3. From deep. And Indiana, another 3.
Great decision from Tyrese Halliburton. Understands when he should look to set up his guy.
And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
Outside, Hero knocks down the 3 ball. Hero's got 9 points.
You can tell Tyler Hero has put some hours in shooting the rock.
Halliburton with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. Mathurin for 3, and again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Hero, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Kept alive. Takes it out to Siakam. Halliburton for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Siakam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Here's Ware. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Ware's got his 2nd bucket.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
From the arc. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Up top, Hero. He's covered by Halliburton. Adebayo kicks to Burks. Goes back up. Again, the Heat good for 2.
The offense just opens up if your playmaker comes from that 4 or 5 spot, and Bam does such a great job of it.
Turner with a screen for Halliburton. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Ware dishes to Wiggins. Shoots. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Hero. Oh, Turner in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And that's special. Turner knowing ahead of time when to get up for the alley-oop.
Pass to Burks. And it's sent back by Turner. On the wing, Mathurin. Covered by Wiggins for the three. Drills the three-pointer. Nemhard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pacers.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And so it's Indiana in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half, and I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Obi Toppin. T.J. McConnell is out there with Aaron Nesmith. And there's Bryant, and it's Walker in at the 3. And here are the Pacers now. Pass to Nesmith. Back to McConnell. Jacks up a 3. Love grabs the board.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They have a 9-point lead. Bryant finds Nesmith. On the wing, Walker. The 3. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Walker's got the first basket of the second half here for Indiana. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Robinson a screen on Toppin. And Jovic gets it to go.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Toppin, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw is good by Toppin.
Heat foul.
That one is no good. The Heat trail by 10. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Jovic has got 6.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Heat have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Back to Mitchell. Shoots. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Bryant kicks to McConnell. Indiana moving the ball around. From deep, Walker gets it to go from beyond the arc. Walker's got 6 here in this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Nesmith, the pass to Toppin. And here's Walker outside. Love grabs the board. The Heat trail by 10. Here's Jovic. On the wing, Hawkins. And he stays with it. And stolen by McConnell. An even 3-on-3 break. And Bryant slams it in.
Pretty good setup for Bryant. They just put it in the right spot. He did the rest.
Here's Jovic. He's got 6.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Shoots the 3. Hands it from downtown. And it's 9 points for Walker.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay-for-play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Robinson, that's good.
That's his specialty right there. His confidence firing off the catch is remarkable.
Outside, Walker. For 3. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Walker's got 12 points here in the second half.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Jaquez with the screen on Toppin. Takes a 3. Jovic, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
McConnell passes to Walker. Here's Neesmith from downtown. And that's collected by Love. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. Robinson for 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Robinson's got 6.
Yeah, he's not only accurate, he's got the range.
Traps in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now in the game, number 24.
6 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jovic. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Indiana looking at a 13-point lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Mitchell is out there with Robinson. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Highsmith in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Back to Neesmith. Over to the left wing. Unloads. Rebound by the Heat. Fires from deep. And Jovic gets it to go. Jovic has got 11 in the second half.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Here's McConnell. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat trail by 12. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. For 3, Mitchell. And again, Miami with the triple. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for the Pacers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. 4-on-3 break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Lets the 3 fly, and Jovic gets it to go. Jovic has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Heat.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Shots good by Turner.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch and shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
Here's Highsmith over Mathurin, and another basket for Miami.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
Outside Mathurin. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Jovic. Here's Miami now. They're on an 11-3 run. Launches from deep. Not going to go that time. Pacers leading by 7. It's Nembhard on the wing. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. The shot's good from Halliburton.
Halliburton, one of those guys who's always on his toes and plays the offensive end with a ton of energy.
Pass to Jovic. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Indiana. Nembhard's got 4 rebounds in this game. He is looking for Siakam and finds him.
Oh, nice timing on the alley-oop. This is the chemistry Siakam has with his teammates.
Fires from way outside. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And he commits the intentional foul. And Miami going with a whole new group out there.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Now, Nembhard. The tray. It's hauled in by Hero. The Heat trail by 11. Where? Good.
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
For Indiana, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. The three. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Miami's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Halliburton with the steal. Floats it up there for Siakam. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
A nice shot by Halliburton.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was...
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
My attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Russell deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer off the mark. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for Miami. Hero for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Brooklyn with the ball. Williams passes to Russell. Rebound Miami. Outside Burks. Hero for 3. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Now here's Claxton. And a deep 3 from Russell. And Claxton throws it down.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Hero outside. There's the 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
For like 95% of guys, that is a bad shot, but not Hero. He's got endless range.
Now here's Russell. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts. For Miami, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Hero for 3. Williams grabs the board.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Miami's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Wiggins. Banked it in off the glass.
Great hustle on the break. Wiggins taking advantage of that scattered defense.
Outside Russell. 4-3. Hits the trifecta. Russell's got 5.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Here's Hero. Brooklyn pulls it in.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Russell, that's good.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami, trailing by 2. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Now here's Claxton. Off target with a fadeaway.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Burks for 3. Knocks down the long J.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Russell from outside. The rebound by Ware. Miami leading by 4. Outside Burks with the fadeaway. Rebounded by Johnson. Well, Brooklyn's shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Russell, the pass to Claxton. The kick out to Williams. Fires from deep. The shot no good. Miami has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Tries it from 19. The rebound by the Nets.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Johnson. Still no points. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Adebayo, that's good.
He just makes it look so easy. crazy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Russell, that's good. A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Pass to Adebayo. The three is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. Adebayo's got 8 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Stolen by Hero. From deep three-point land. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the close of the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Alex.
That is powerful.
Yes!
Putting something extra on him. Wiggins showing off what he can do.
Johnson a screen on Hero. The shot by Russell, no good.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There's a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
Here's where. No made baskets yet. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Nets trail by 4. Shot blocked! And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Number 35, Keon Johnson.
And Brooklyn has possession. Here's Thomas. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Thomas has got 5 points in the quarter.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
And stolen by Claxton. All by himself. They get the rebound. Thomas outside. There's the triple. With the putback. It's good on the putback. And it's a tie ball game.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
Hey, had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. The Nets have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. And they take the lead. Thomas has got 8. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. And now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
The shot by Johnson, no good. For Miami, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Wiggins for 3. That one is cash from Wiggins.
I like that. Give Wiggins something in rhythm, and he knocks it down.
Johnson for 3. Johnson passes to Claxton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Pass to Ware. Uncovered. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Launches it from deep. Counted from distance. Johnson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. 1:02 left to play in the second quarter. Ware trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Brooklyn leading by 3. And he's going for the lob. Fast break Miami. And Adebayo slams it in.
Look how explosive Bam can be. Defenses can't do anything to stop him on the alley-oop.
Johnson a screen on Hero. The turnaround. Thomas outside. Shoots over Burks. Thomas misses. Miami has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Hero, the pass to Wiggins. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hero. 4 on the clock. And he nails the jumper. Hero's got 8. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Miami out in front, up by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You got to like what we're seeing from D'Angelo Russell.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And so in the game for the Nets, they've got Johnson. Sharp out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Wilson in at the 3. Martin with the bucket.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And Grant, the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Heat trail by 5. Here's Love. Outside for Mitchell. Love, a screen on Johnson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Moves the ball around well. Love picking up the assist that time.
Johnson against Mitchell. Sharp, a screen on Robinson. Martin misses.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
And that one's good. Jovic.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Here's Martin. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. It's 2-on-1. Jumps up. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Melton, he's checked in for Johnson.
Coming onto the floor for the Nets, number 14, D'Anthony Melton.
Miami has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Jovic. From the line. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Melton against Mitchell. Melton passes to Wilson. Robinson with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Heat. That's good from Jaquez on the assist from Robinson. And the Heat lead by 2.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Melton passes to Sharp. Shot to stop the run. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And that one's good. Jovic.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
From deep, Melton. And the three-pointer goes. Melton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Wilson. Kept alive. A minute 35 left in the third quarter. And he misses the go-ahead basket. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Buries it from 3.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Nets trail by 3. Melton with the ball. Down low. Here's Sharp. Love grabs the miss. The Heat have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Robinson, and there's another one for the Heat.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
From deep, Melton. It's hauled in by Robinson. Miami with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. 2 open that time. They didn't look easy. Mitchell's got 5.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Watford gets the bucket. 26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Mitchell, the pass to Love. Here's Jovic. Outside Mitchell. Here's Jovic. He's got 6. Launches a 3. Counted from distance. Now just a 3-point Heat lead.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we've reached the end of the third quarter.
Here we go, fans.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Jovic and Bam play together inside. Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Outside Burks. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Johnson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Thomas for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Wiggins. Williams grabs the board. Nets trail by 3. Here's Johnson. The shot off that time. Heat shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. And Burks gets it to go.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. The shot by Johnson, no good. Miami leading by 6. Jovic passes to Hero. Now Wiggins. Here's Jovic. Clock at 6. Back to Wiggins. Outside Burks. Pass to Adebayo. 3-pointer, no good. Nets trail by 6. From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by Jovic.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Williams passes to Claxton. Thomas up top. Shoots. And right on target. That one's good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And here's Thomas from the arc. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
I I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Here's Jovic. Connects from downtown.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Team foul. Now in the game.
Outside Johnson. Off target from outside.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Here's Wiggins. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 8 now. And here's Thomas from the arc. Nails it from 3.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
And there's another one for the Nets. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. From deep, Johnson. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game. Wiggins from long range hits the 3-pointer. And the Heat lead by 2.
Man, when they needed him most, Wiggins steps up and hands them an important bucket.
Here's Thomas. Williams up top. Back to Thomas. 3-pointer off the mark.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And the 3-pointer goes.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
From deep, Johnson. Rebound by the Heat.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Pass to Burks. Wiggins against Thomas. The 3. Claxton with a rebound. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot. And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Lets the 3 fly. Thomas misses. Now Burks. Pass to Hero. Fires from way outside. Misses. So it's the Heat taking the W in a close one. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
guard, 6'5".
Bumping doors that should attract a lot of attention in this game. That matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward.
Mathurin is comfortable all over the floor. This guy can do so many things offensively.
Johnson kicks to Russell. Knocks it loose. Nembhard with it. Williams picks him up. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. And a wide open look for Mathurin. On the 3 off target. Pass to Williams. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. One-on-one here from outside the arc. Benedict Mathurin, and that's good. Mathurin's got 5 now.
The size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker. Well, you love the relentless energy from Siakam. It's sort of a staple of his game. Gets to the offensive glass there.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Thomas passes to Johnson. Here's Claxton. Williams looking over the floor. And just miss after miss right now. Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here is Halliburton. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Boy, Pascal Siakam with the big-time answer from 3. Nice.
And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Siakam. He's got 5. Outside Turner. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Halliburton against Russell. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Now, Halliburton. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Halliburton finds Nembhard. Launches a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. And here's Indiana. They're on a 16-5 run. From past the arc, it's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Russell with the drive. Kicks it out to Johnson. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pacers leading by 8. Right side, Mathurin. They get the rebound. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Lets it go with a three. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Mathurin's got 8 points.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Thomas, no good. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one is off. The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Nets trail by 12. Pass to Johnson. There's Williams with the 3. The rebound by Halliburton. Down low. He is looking for Siakam and finds him.
They have been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. He got into double digits for the quarter. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Williams. Thomas is out there with Johnson. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Clowney in at center. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Mathurin for 3. That one doesn't drop. Nets trail by 11. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break. And we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He is so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
Wasted no time on that one. Thomas got 5 now.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
And here's Halliburton. Hasn't made one yet. Good on the shot.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Halliburton. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Johnson.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, Johnson. Rejected by Halliburton.
Oh my goodness, Tyrese Halliburton twice on the pipe, send it back defensively.
Siakam outside. This one for 3. Thomas grabs the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Indiana leading by 9. Takes the 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Indiana's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. Siakam, good. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Nets trail by 12. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Turner finds Halliburton. It's up a three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Thomas got 4 rebounds in this game. It's stolen. Mathurin attacking. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And you see that extra gear with Mathurin gets him to the rim in a blink.
That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Thomas.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Pass to Siakam. Over Johnson. Siakam's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. It's Thomas on the wing. That 3 off the mark. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. They've led by as many as 14 points. Outside for Halliburton. Outside Turner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Williams. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Puts up a deep 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Indiana Pacers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Ryan is out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Shepard. It's T.J. McConnell. And it's Neesmith in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Here's Melton. Trains it from beyond the arc. Melton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Neesmith. There's a screen by Toppin. 6 to shoot. There's the lob to the hoop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
And Doris, when you look at Aaron Neesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. It's somebody defenses must now account for from range. Love the work put in.
Here's Melton. It's rebounded by Indiana. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money. The star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. McConnell kicks to Toppin. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Sharp. Nets trail by 15. Melton feeling it out a bit. Here's Watford. Neesmith covering. The shot by Watford, no good. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Bryant finds Neesmith. And here is Toppin. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Watford. And stolen by Bryant. McConnell in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, excellent concentration from Bryant on the offensive end. Actively looking for ways to facilitate for his team.
Melton's shot is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Outside Bryant. Fires for 3. Wilson grabs the board. Nets trail by 15. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Offensive rebound. Pass to Watford. Fires the 3. Pacers with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. Over to the wing. Here's Toppin. And he's good on the 3-ball. Toppin's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Wow, from the arc, Toppin shoots with real authority. You can tell it's an area of the floor that he's comfortable.
Indiana leading by 18. Inside. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Brooklyn's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Melton's shot is good. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. McConnell passes to Toppin. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Nets trail by 16. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Gets it to go. That one good from Melton.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
McConnell kicks to Toppin. And Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And stolen by Williams. From deep, Thomas. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Thomas got 11 points.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
And he drives in, and McConnell gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's Indiana, 13 points up at the end of the period. Their transition game has been in full effect. We come back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Nets. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Johnson is out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the small forward position. For 3, Siakam. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. 3-pointer. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. No good from outside. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 13. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That is his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside Thomas. Pass to Johnson. Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. Good, it's Johnson with the assist that time. Thomas got it back down to single digits for the Nets.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Mathurin against Williams. For 3, Siakam. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Thomas, plenty of space. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter. Indiana leading by 6. Halliburton with it. Picked up by Claxton. Bucket is good.
Well, you love when guards are unafraid to get to the painted area and finish. Go ahead, Tyrese.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Siakam pulls it in.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Count it.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Halliburton drives in. Over in the corner, Mathurin. His 3-pointers off the mark. Nets trail by 9.
2 minutes
Near the 3-point line.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Indiana's got some tough luck from 3-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Claxton. And the 3 off target.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Thomas with the steal. Pass to Johnson. Takes the 3. The second effort. Thomas, good.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
And this is an advantage of having size in the backcourt. Halliburton using that length to cause trouble.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Goes up on the wing. Another one falls for Brooklyn. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Halliburton. Here's Mathurin with plenty of space. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. And the Pacers lead by 6.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
It's stolen by Mathurin. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Nailed from 3-point land.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you can see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mathurin, good.
What a floater. Mathurin can go all night, and he has. What a performance.
From deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. They led by as many as 18 points. Launches from deep. no good. So it's Indiana picking up the win. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And the starting lineup for Miami, they've got Alec Burks. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5, down low. Adebayo from long range. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Three-pointer Mathurin. And he buries his first look.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
And I'll tell you, Mathurin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
Wiggins from long range gets the 3 to fall.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
We'll now go to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. Allie.
We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and Coach put it simply. He said, quote, we just got to stay on him at the arc. On the inside, you can't let him give our defenders a slip. So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Stolen by Siakam. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. And then Turner with the dunk.
With good range of motion, Turner flashes the ability to be an effective alley-oop option.
Fades and shoots. Where? That's good.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Wing shot on the way. Offensive board. Pass to Mathurin. Shoots over Hero, and Mathurin gets it to go on the assist by Turner. Mathurin's got 5 now.
Good find there by Turner. He sees an opening and swiftly feeds the ready shooter.
Burks for 3. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Three-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go. Give him 8 points now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Now here's Nembhard. Back to Siakam. He shoots. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap.
Hero with the bucket.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Pacers leading by 8. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. This one for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Sinks it from distance.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Wiggins from long range. And again, Miami with a triple.
Exclamation 3 from Wiggins.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Halliburton looking for an opening. Pass to Siakam. Free throw line jumper. Adebayo grabs the board.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Here's Ware. And it's off from three-point range. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. They've got a 9-point lead. Adebayo with a steal. And here we go, the Heat fast break. And out of bounds, the Pacers will take it.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Siakam, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Siakam's got 7.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got to...
Benedict Mathurin has been leading the charge for Indiana. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Indiana.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Jovic and Bam play together inside. Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero, and it's Wiggins in at the 3.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
It's Wiggins on the wing to the paint. Jovic passes to Burks. Indiana with a rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Halliburton left side. Stolen by Hero. Right side, Burks. Offline with a 3. Pacers leading by 8. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Back to Mathurin. Fires the 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game stand catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
Pass to Jovic. From downtown, the rebound by Nembhard. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Halliburton finds Turner. Now Nembhard. The baseline J is on the way. Halliburton, no good. Heat trail by 8. There's a screen by Wiggins. Jovic. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam's got 6 rebounds in the game. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Knocks down the triple. Siakam's got 10 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 tries. The Heat have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Adebayo passes to Burks. Here's Jovic. Wiggins from long range. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Halliburton left side. Shoots over Hero. Offensive rebound. Outside for Halliburton. Nembhard outside. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer Mathurin. On target from range. 11 points in the game. Graham, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA. He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
On the wing, Nembhard jacks up a three. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Jovic. He's got 6. He drops in the 3.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
And here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple. Turner's got 8 points.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Here's Jovic. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Nembhard.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Fires the 3. Halliburton misses. Heat trail by 11. Here's Jovic. 9 points in the game. The kick out to Wiggins. Over to the wing. Here's Jovic. Takes the 3. Not going to go that time. Got it off in time. And so it's Indiana closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. More 2K action in just a moment. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Benedict Mathurin.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Thomas Bryant out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Shepard. And it's McConnell in at the 1. That's the group for Rick Carlisle getting going here in the second half. Pass to Nesmith. And here's Toppin from behind the arc. Love grabs the miss. Outside Robinson. From outside, off the mark. Indiana leading by 11. Here's Shepard. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Here's Mitchell. Here's Highsmith. Fires for 3. Knocks down the long J. Highsmith's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Highsmith's gone 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. Here's the screen by Bryant. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Jaquez. And they're on the run. Love for 3. That one doesn't drop. And the Pacers shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. McConnell finds Toppin. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. For Indiana, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Bryant outside. Pass to Toppin. Bryant outside. He shoots it. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Nesmith's gotten his first points in this one.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Up top, Bryant. Still without a bucket. And it's Shepard missing.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Miami foul.
Miami making a switch here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Heat substitution. Where?
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. McConnell from outside. Rebound by the Heat. Outside Jaquez. Has to Ware. And he hits the jumper. Ware's got 6.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Now here's McConnell. Toppin with it. There's Neesmith with the 3. The Pacers again can't hit. Heat trail by 10. Outside Robinson. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Takes a 3. Drains the triple. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
And he lobs it up. Stolen by Mitchell. Fast break. Here come the Heat. And he lays it in on the break.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Miami. 7-point differential. Here's Jovic. And Toppin pulls it down.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Outside Neesmith. No good on the 3. Heat trail by 7. Pass to Jaquez. Here's the 3. They grab their own miss. For 3. And that one's good. Jovic. He's got 12.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
And here's Bryant outside. Miami grabs the miss. Jovic has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Robinson. Shoots over Shepherd. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They've led by as many as 14 to the middle. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And let's take a look at Miami. They've got Davion Mitchell. He's out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Jaquez in at the small forward position. A new lineup here for Indiana.
Substitution on the court.
A deep 3. Rebounded by Halliburton.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shots.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. Heat trail by 7. Pass to Jovic. Pulls up on the wing. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. Halliburton outside. Now Siakam. Jaquez grabs the board. Here's Jovic. He's covered by Siakam. Puts up a 3. And that one's good. Jovic.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Jovic. 3-pointer. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Jovic. Wiggins comes in for Jaquez. Burks, he's checked in for Robinson. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Mitchell. That one goes in.
With a bit of an old school feel to his game, Wiggins refuses to shy away from the mid-range.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, Halliburton with the tough floater. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Heat trail by 4. And foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Hero. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Halliburton outside. Lets it fly. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now here's Burks. He's guarded by Nembhard. Burks passes to Wiggins to tie it up. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Shot's good by Matherin.
This is what the team likes about Matherin. He's calm and cool when they need him to step up.
Hero outside. Out to the right wing. Adebayo, the open look. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 5 rebounds in the game. Halliburton, pass to Turner. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. And now a 7-point Indiana lead. Out to the wing. Adebayo from long range. Knocks it down from distance.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. For 3, Matherin. The rebound by Ware. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Here's Burks. Fader on the way. Count it. Good. Now just a 2-point Pacer lead. For Indiana, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Hero against Halliburton. For 3, Matherin. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. And the Pacers lead by 5.
And a huge shot from Matherin. This guy has ice water in his veins.
Hero finds Adebayo. It falls! What a beautiful shot! Brings them within 3!
And talk about coming up clutch. This is why Bam gets the ball in these moments.
Halliburton with the ball. He connects!
Important points. Tyrese Halliburton, always ready to take the big one.
Here's Ware. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Turner. All sorts of time. Can't get it to drop. Here's Ware. Defended by Halliburton. Here's Wiggins. The rebound by Turner. Now Halliburton. No good. And so it's Indiana winning this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.